All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at a crack pack for the Brothers War. Let's see, do I get a Transformer? Fuck no, come on now. It's funny, they're so rare, but so cheap. It's like just easier to buy the Transformers where they're at. So here I'm struggling. Now, if you're wondering why the screen's a little weird or shorter or whatever, it's because when I was filming it on a makeshift point down thing, it was on vertical with my phone, right? So vertical. So when I saw it and put it into this program, I was like, well, I can't really recapture it. But this doesn't come out too bad. All right, here we go. Whoa, a swamp. So you know that's worth money. Wow, we tapped that because, that's what that is. Next, we got ourselves a Sentinel Stalwart. Now, this is a great card. And I think this is like a gym lady, buff lady kind of deal. Kind of hot and shit, right? Like, I like these girls that look like they're, like bodybuilding girls. But, like, not the ones where they're cut. The ones where they're kind of bulky. Like Jordan Grace from, like, a few years ago. Not Jordan Grace. Now Jordan Grace now looks closer looking like... she looks more manly than I'd say half of the AEW roster. Anyways, so this thing is a creature, elf, druid, soldier. You can tap an untap artifact or creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. It's a 1/1 creature for a green. It's pretty good. Next, we have Retrieval Agent for 3 and a U. I'm going to assume that's blue. Creature, human, soldier. Tap 2. Retrieval Agent gets +1/-1 until end of turn. It is a 2/5. Alright, this is a good card. Mine Worker. I have this in almost all my commander decks. The Mine Worker, the Power Plant Worker, and the Tower Worker. And you'll see why in a sec. It's an artifact creature, assembly worker. You tap it, you gain 1 life. If you control the power plant worker and the tower worker, you gain 3 life instead. It's a 2/1. So each one of these workers does something, and if you have all 3, that something is exponentially bigger. It's much like the Urza's lands. All right, next one is Mishra's Juggernaut. Now, Mishra, not to be confused with the local deli. All right, that's where I usually get my smoked meat or coleslaw. But this is a 5 mana artifact creature Juggernaut. 'Cause I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! With trample, which makes sense. Mishra's Juggernaut attacks if each combat if able. Unearth for 5 in a red. Unearth is return the card from the graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, exile at the beginning of your next end step. Now, when it says your next end step, it actually means the end step that's coming up, not the one after. It's kind of confusing when you're like, yeah, you take a right at the next lights. It's the ones that are coming up. The next always makes it feel like it's the one after, so people get confused. And it's a 5/3. All right, next is Mask of the Jadecraft. 2. Artifact. Tap X and tap it. Sacrifice Mask of the Jadecraft. Create XX colorless golem artifact creature token. Activate only as a sorcery. Unearth for 2 green. We already explained what Unearth is. Next, we have Take Flight. Mofo for 3 and a U, which I guess is blue. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0. Has flying. And whenever this creature attacks, draw a card. I'm like, at first you're like +1 and has flying. Big fucking deal. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that too, but the draw card thing definitely helps. Next is Symmetry Matrix. The Matrix has you, mofo. I gotta stop saying mofo, just say motherfucker. Fuck. That's what happens when you have kids. Sometimes you jump right to the censored version of what you want to say. You know, if you're a good parent. Alright, it's Artifact. Whenever a creature you control with power equal to its toughness enters, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card, which is most of the time, right? Now this next card isn't from the Brothers War standard set. It's from the Commander set. I didn't even know Brothers War had Commander. Staff of Titania. Gotta love it when there's tits in there. Cost 2. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of forests you control. Whenever equipped creature attacks, create a 1/1 green forest Dryad land creature token. It's affected by summoning sickness. I don't know why they put that. I mean, it's obvious. Equip cost is 3. This is pretty damn good. Actually, I think I'm going to put Stat of Tits into my new Optimus Prime deck. More than meets the eye. Oh, no, One Shall Stand. That's what I call it. One Shall Stand. Millstone. Because it's Miller time. Tap 2. Artifact. 2 and tap. Target player mills 2 cards. Guess I know it's artifact, but it's a very blue thing to do. Blue is like little brother energy, you know? I'm telling Mom. That's what blue is. Alright, next one is Hajar, but I don't think it's J is pronounced with a J. I think it's pronounced like a Y. Hayar, maybe? Loyal Bodyguard. Red and a green. Legendary creature human soldier. Sacrifice Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard. Legendary creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn. It's a 3/3. Next, Dreadclaw 2. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has menace. Whenever creature enters from the graveyard, you may attach Dreadclaw to it. Oh, that's handy. And I believe that's it for the cards. Now, I did the calculation obviously beforehand, and it actually came up to just a bit more worth than the pack itself. However, this pack I got from a gift bundle of Brothers War. We went to Remy Cards, and it was very disappointing. This place, for whatever reason, is able to make a ridiculous amount of money based just on hockey cards. If you're shocked to hear this, so am I. And it's funny because the people who own this store are shocked to hear that Magic is still a thing. So I guess when you're in your own lane, you really have blinders on to what else is going on in the world. This is why I say you should dabble in everything under the nerddom. Although if hockey cards aren't your bag, that's fine. But they were doing a trade, or people bringing in trades or whatever. And it was like the people had like legit hard cases with foam to carry their cards in. Like I wouldn't be surprised if some of these people paid a bodyguard. But anyways, at Remy's, I was trying to get service. I couldn't. Everybody was too busy. Finally, I'm like, hey man, this is the day after the pre-release. Do you have any Foundation bundles? The guy's like, oops, no we don't. I'm like, crap. And my kids are like, can we get something else then? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, Brothers War gift bundle, I guess. You're guaranteed a Transformer card. Yeah, well, when I do the video for that, you'll see which Transformer card I got. But anyways, this was one of the packs I got in the bundle. The gift bundle also comes with a collector booster. I don't have a crack video for that. It was bittersweet. Because I usually play my son for the extra something. So if it's the promo card, we'll play for it. Or if this time it was the gift pack, the collector booster, and I said, all right, we'll play. But I won, and he was on like a losing streak, so it was like extra bitter. I was like, oh no, you can open it. It's fine. I really don't care. No, you. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. We got 2 Transformers. One was Goldbug. It wasn't in the collector booster, and in the collector booster was some other card nobody cares about, like Bad Guy RC. I'll show you in the next video. But anyways, if you guys done Foundations, if you haven't done it yet, do it. Get some packs. This got some good things. Fumigate's back. So is Day of Judgment. Those are good board wipes. The Doubling Seasons is in this set. And there's a few other really good cards to put into a standard deck or commander deck. For sure, commander. This will be the set to buy when you want to build commander decks, for sure, for sure. Outside of, you know, the standard ramp shit that you want to get, like Soul Ring and etc., this is the best way to do it otherwise. So, anyways, peace off, bitches.